Just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Stop! Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting.
Representing People's Republic of China, Ye Ji-shong. Representing Uzbekistan.
We're in for the men's 88 kg final, day 7 of 8 of the Senior Championships of the World Powerlifting Championships. It is day 8 overall, including the juniors. And these are the men who will be jostling for the gold over 88 kilos shortly. Latus of Poland to the forefront, but will he be in the competition? The Paralympic champion, the world record holder Abdelkarim Khattab, goes in this. $240s lifted. It is a strong field. Khattab, Shamalov, Umuzakov, Ye, Rafik Arabat for France, European champion 3 years ago. For a time, Kamayev of Kazakhstan, Sudir, Hajali, and also Favshiniets Latus of Poland to get us underway. This is a very, very strong field. Our referees, Martin Verdijssen, Leslie Parak and Jenny Ortiz. Here's the jury, and about to get underway. The gold medal matchup, men's up to 88 kg.
Welcome the technical officials for this session.
And if it is as half as spectacular as the tilts the past few days, this should be something really top-notch. Here we go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're ready. The bar is getting ready. We're going to call our first athlete. With a rack height of 14 and a weight of 187 kilos, the bar is ready for...
So we start off with Sudhir for India. 2:06 is lifetime best at the last World Championships in Nur Sultan, and sure enough, aiming for a good bit lower than what he was originally pitched to do, which was 194. This is 187 instead for Sudhir. Sixth in the last World Championships, Asian Games bronze in Jakarta 3 years ago. No mark though in the America's Open Championship in Bogota, silver in the Fazar World Cup previously. His coach is Vijay Munishwar, lives in New Delhi. A lot of time in Sonipat as well. Actually, I happen to think probably the latter than the former. Anyway, 187, it'll put him into second place. He's wasted absolutely no time at all. Got on the bench, lifted it. Didn't get it though. Chess sequence, 2 against him. Both against him, 2-1. And Sudhir is going to have to work out that one and see precisely how that did not go according to plan, because he was almost in. I'm not sure there was too much haste or anything like that. Next for Poland. Vavshiniets Latus, 200 is lifetime best from the World Cup event in Dubai in June. And 188 is what he is pitching himself at. And again, this would be moving up into second place for Poland. Bronze in the 2014 World Championships in Dubai. Silver twice over in the Europeans. And no mark for him in Bergsamir last time out, 2018. Sixth in London 2012. Marius Awila is his coach. 188, he's starting a bit lower than he'd originally pitched himself at, which was 193. But he can go big, big, big if needed. So 188 for Latus, and this would see him settle in behind Musa. Remember, Musa lifted 200 in the opening round. 188 for Latus. He's got it. Good lift. He goes into the silver medal position, and that is a very positive start for the pole. Got that right. Hajali coming now, and he's going for something very high straight away. He's going for a lifetime best. This is the silver medalist from the African Championships in 2018. That's where he has his lifetime best from.
The bar is loaded to 193 kilos, representing Algeria, Mohammed Hajali.
Haj Ali. Going for a lifetime best to 193 straight away. Well, there's confidence. Well, it's worth having a punch at it. He could have looked to start even lower. But he was going to have to make a big leap up to the higher grades anyway, and why not do it now? So 193, he'll still be nestled behind Musa. The first 5 lifts are all lower than Musa's lead out of Group B. So here he comes. Well, Haj Ali looks to have done a nice job there, and he has done. It looked clean. It was 2 out of 3. It's a good lift, and Haj Ali is into the silver medal position. There's one very big attempt coming, by the way, in this opening round, which, if successful, would pretty much blow everyone else out of the water. Rafik Arabat of France, 194 kg. Rafik Arabat, 31 today. Finished top at the European Championships in 2018 on home soil in Berck-sur-Mer. Bronze in 2015 in Eger. He's not yet qualified for Paralympic Games. 8th in the World Championships in 2017 in Mexico City. Alexei Queru is coach. The Kornev, where he is based. .194 is lifetime best. This is a target of 193. He's only a kilo away. Has he gone up into second here? No, he is not, and it is the press sequence and chest called by the 2 referees that voted him down. So he's missed out at 193. Jana Piepeinen is the European champion. He is not here though. Rakhmetsan Kamayev of Kazakhstan, 205, his best from this year's Dubai World Cup. And he's going for 195 here. Kamayev, 5th in the Paralympic Games. No mark in the last World Championships, but silver in the Asian Paralympic Games in Jakarta last time. Next best result in anything, well, 4th in the games prior to that in Incheon in 2014, and also 4th in the Asia-Oceania Championships. It is such a strong continent for talent. Matiev going for 195. Well, here he is, and he's well inside his lifetime best. He's well inside his means for this. And he has hit the front in this group. He's second still behind Musa. You have to go above 200 to overtake Musa, but that was a nice lift by Kamayev.
204 kilos, please, spotter loaders. Rack height 17.
We salute you, sir. So the man who finished fourth in the Paralympic Games comes up now, Farhad Umirzakov for Uzbekistan. 2:12 his lifetime best, and that was achieved in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games. Now, European Open silver he had. Behind Evanio de Silva. In this event of the European Open in Bergh-sur-Mer, where the gold medalist ended up not keeping their gold medal. Big prospects of him getting into the top three here. Lives in Tashkent, and he has had the 72 kg junior world record. Well, how quick was that at 2:04? How quick was that for the lead? He's gone into the gold medal position. It is 2 out of 3. He's gone to 2:12 in his career. That in Tokyo. This was quite blinding to hit the front.
The bar is loaded. People's Republic of China.
So, the reigning Asian Games, Asia, Oceania and World Champion Ye Ji-chong comes now. Silver in the Paralympic Games, finished 11 kilos behind the champion, who comes soon, Abdel Karim Kitab of Jordan. No mark in the previous Paris, was going for 2:20, didn't get it. 2 golds in a row at the Worlds. Gold in Jakarta in the Asian Games, gold in Kitakyushu for the second consecutive Asia Oceania Championships, and gold in the European Open in Egger in 2015. He's brought a lot of gold back to Guangdong with him. $205 for the lead, a hefty weight, and he has got that too. 2-1 in his favour, and the complexion of the competition changes. Musa knocked down into third. The big men have arrived. Ye leads. Umirzakov knocked to the silver medal position. 2 more to lift in this opening round. That was immense by Ye. Next up for the RPC, Magomed Jamalov, 2:20 his lifetime best in Dubai this year. Went strong, went high. He's never won a major championship medal before. His father was an athlete and wrestler. Jamaldin Jamalov, and successful too, based in St. Petersburg, 6th in the 2015 Europeans, 4th in the last World Championships, and leading in these World Championships. 3 out of 3, a whiteout for Magomed Jamalov, and he's got more to come if he wants to. A really strong, solid lift. He was 2 kilos off Kitab, who had bronze. Jamalov 4th in the last World Championships, 4th in the World Cup in Dubai, lifting that lifetime best 220. Lifetime best for Abdelkarim Kitab is the world record. 237 lifted in Dubai in taking gold this year. And that was in regular competition, by the way. He did the power lift and that went to 240. Kitab, the Paralympic champion. Bronze in the last 2 World Championships. Asian Games gold in 2014. He's the Asia Oceania champion as well from 2018. Based on Al-Zaza, his coach is Issa Hilal. And that Paralympic gold was the first global gold medal that he had ever achieved. And the world record is 240. He's starting off here at 230. And if he gets this, he's pretty much obliterated the opposition. And that's it. Thank you. Good night. Kitab pushing for it. Kitab getting it. 230. He leads by 24 kilos at the end of the opening round. That was immense. That was a huge lift, and he, obviously being the world record holder, can go further than that. Breaking the world record twice this year in Dubai. Went up to 231 in Tokyo in claiming a Paralympic gold, which is the most important thing. Kitab 230 leads, and leads heavily for Jordan. Jamalov second for the RPC, 206, and Ye third for China, 205. So on we go again. Sudhir for India, 194. Having missed 187 in the opening round, he's decided to stick to his path. $194 for Sudhir, the Asian Games bronze medalist. This to move him up into 7th. This to get on the board, and this is what he's done. Sudhir does it. Excellent, excellent lift. Quite faultless. It's feeling like the main battle may well be for the silver medal here. Next up for Poland. European silver medalist, world bronze medalist, the latter from 7 years ago, Wawrzyniec Latus. Going for 194, 200 the peak in his career. Keeping us all waiting, but here he is. Wawrzyniec, prepared and ready. 194 to leap from 9th to 8th, and right now 205 is bronze. So going at 194 and now steady with 35 seconds on the clock. Here he comes. Get into the top 8. How level was that bar on the way up? Not enough. They've all gone against him on the press sequence. Body position and bar control also cited. But he does not get that. And Latus now has to try and work out if he stays on his path, which presumably would take him up around his lifetime best of 200, or does he just go for 194 again? It was a struggle, it wasn't straight, it was tough. It was tough, it's meant to be tough. So turned 40 in the last couple of months. Didn't get it.
201 kilos representing Algeria.
Mohammed Haj Ali, 193 in the opening round, going for 201 here, which would put him into 5th spot. He's already got a new lifetime best by 13 at 193, so this would be a lifetime best of 21. Only previous championship was the Africans of 2018 silver, and that never been in a global championship before. It's been off the World Cup circuit. But that result does earn him a pass to a lot of entry. So 201 for Haj Ali, and this to go 5th. This for 201 for Haj Ali of Algeria. Well, some of the crowd have a good feeling, but it's gone against him on the chest sequence. All three against, 2 the chest sequence, the other the press sequence, so he doesn't get that. Opportunities for another lifetime best. He's already added 13 onto it today, so that's really good going, to be frank. So Rakhmetsan Kamayev for Kazakhstan going for 201. Lifetime best is 205, so now he's close to it. The Asian Games silver medalist, 5th in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. No mark in his last World Championships though, 12th in 2017. Now is his time here. Asian Games silver last time round. So 201 for Kamayev. This will put him 5th. And it's no joy. 2 for the chest sequence, 2 for the press. One of our side referees gave a knockdown for both, hence why it hasn't come up on your screen, hence why there were 4 votes, 2 each for the chest and the press going against. Close to his limit, but he'll have to try and find a way to tidy that up. So, again for France, Rafik Arabat missed out at 193, and sure enough, he is following his path. He's going for 201, there's no other option. If he gets this, he will go up into 5th place. So Arabat, 201 is his target, which would be a new lifetime best. He was one outside his lifetime best in the opening round, didn't get it, so 201. How strong is he? Can he get something out of this? Well, it is lifted, and if this is given, it is a remarkable lift. And it is too. He has a new lifetime best by 7 kilos, 194 previously, and that was very, very emphatic.
We need 206 kilos. Bracket 17.
That was just pristine by the Frenchman Rafik Arabat. He climbs and climbs well into 5th, but he has to go heavier. 205 is currently bronze for Ye, and he's still coming in this second round of the 3.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 206 kilos.
Farhad Imirzakov of Uzbekistan is up next, cleared 204 in the opening round. There's a pitch for 206. He could go second now. He is 6 away from his lifetime best, and 206 would put him into the silver medal position here for Uzbekistan. The Paralympic 4th placer. Best result of his career. European Open silver. .206, how strained is that? Still a little left in the tank, I think, but the accuracy wasn't there. It was the press, it was 2 and against, both voting for that too. So he does not get Imirzakov. And we have 3 to lift, and it is the top 3 in this second round, and to date we have had 2 gets and 4 misses. So it's Ye now, aiming for 210. 205 he's already got in the bag, and this to go into the silver medal position. The Asian Games, Asia Oceania, and defending world champion, going for 3 titles in a row. But can he pull it off in Tbilisi against the Parachamp? So 210 for Ye, seeking to defend his title, but Kitab on 230 is way clear. And Ye, well, good luck to him. His lifetime best is 234, but he would need that today to have any chance of the gold. Ye lifting and doing it strongly, and he's made his way surely to 210. No, he hasn't. No, he has not. It's 2-1 against, the chest and the press, both being knocked down. A vote each by the referees. And we still have 2 to lift. It's looking like the defending world champion will be the outgoing world champion. Ye is well behind Kitab, our leader. And realistically, it's looking like
The bar is loaded. Representing RPC.
certainly it's looking like everybody is jostling for the silver now. Shamailov for the RPC, going for 211. His lifetime best 220. He stays second no matter what, but this would make it even more. So this is it. Shamailov 211. You stay in second. He'd be 9 kilos away from his lifetime best, and second spot would be a bit more secure for him, and that's precisely what's happened. He's cut the lead to 19 kilos. He's got 3 out of 3, a whiteout for him, but anything higher than the silver medal position he's currently in seems to be very, very unlikely. Good lift. He's done a very, very nice job. Now, here we go. We are going big. We're not quite going world record pace, but we're only 2 kilos off world record pace. And the biggest weights of the lot are being stuck on. An attempt at 238, which formerly would have been a world record attempt not very long ago. Abdul Karim Kitab, 240, his world record mark in Dubai. 231, Kitab lifted in claiming the Paralympic gold in Tokyo, and he won by 11 kilos from Ye. And right now, he is 25 kilos clear of Ye, who's down in third, and if he gets this, it would be 33. And whether he gets this or not, we should be ready to anoint him as the new world champion. He's gone beyond everybody else by a long way already. His first world title is coming. Is 238 coming? He got it raised. Is it good? It is good! What a lift! The heaviest ever in this division in a world championship. Kitab, fantastic. He's the world champion, don't worry about that at all. Striking lift, very strong man, even stronger lift. He's way clear. The margin is unbreachable. He's the man. Kitab 238 on the way to gold for Jordan. Shamailov currently second for the RPC 211. Ye of China, the outgoing world champion on 205. And we have Zakov in fourth for Uzbekistan 204. And about fifth 201 for France. So, Latus into the final round. Vovshiniets Latus World bronze in 2014, 7th in 2017. He missed 194, going for 195 here, and this would be 7th at best for him. If not, it is 10th. And that is where he would remain. Going for 195, which is a little bit below his lifetime best of 200. Oh, and Latus won't get that. So, Latus wraps up with 188, and he wraps up in 10th. He has given the competition a good go. He has had his successes in the past in terms of medals, and he will try and do that again in the European Championships next year, which is scheduled again for Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia.
Bar is loaded, representing India. Third attempt, 206 kilos.
Sudhir, who claimed 194 in round 2, having missed 187 in the opening round. He's staying to his path, looking for a lifetime best of 206, and if he gets this, he goes into the bronze medal position. So 8 out of this field are lifting from here on in 4 medals. These are direct medal lifts. You've got to love the ambition. They're all going a chunk over 200. And Sudhir is first. 206 for India. Afraid not, and for everybody it was the press sequence that they were unhappy with. But he got it raised, so he has the strength. It was just getting the technique right and keeping it a bit steadier. No problem with bar control. Just getting that fully stretched evenly and locked arms.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. Rahmatjon Tamayev, Kazakhstan. Third attempt.
Kamayev of Kazakhstan, 195 he got, 201 he missed, going for 206 now. And this again would mean a major leap up into the bronze medal position. They're all having to go for it. 202 he was originally pitching himself at, but then with a few failures around, saw that something 1 kilo beyond his lifetime best would be bronze, so why not try, especially when you might expect a lot to miss in this final round. The two we've seen to date in this round have done that. Well, Zakov getting a rise, but I'm afraid the bar control was gone. All 3 referees weren't satisfied with that, and so Kamayev ends up on 198, and he's a bit down in 7th place. 198 is best.
Bars loaded. France, third attempt, troisième essai, Rafik Arabat. 206
So now let's take a look at France and Rafik Arabat. 201 cleared in the second round, which was absolutely immense. A new lifetime best. He added 7 onto his old mark, and this to add another 5 on. So a 12 kilo PB from earlier in the afternoon. Rafik Arabat for France. This for 206 kilograms. Even if he gets this, he could still be overtaken But what an attempt 201 was. Hazale also went for 201 and missed it, so he's going to try and go heavier in a moment. But this to go into the bronze medal position, Rafik Arabat. There's something significant. How level was it? Afraid not. The press sequence they weren't pleased with. He's given it a good go. He had his final lift going for a medal, and if you're in his situation, I'm not sure you can really criticize that. On his 31st birthday, a little bit of metal as a present hasn't come to be. But 5th is where he is, and at worst it will be 6th. So, a little bit of mopping being done. He gave that a stronger go as he could, Arabat, but the control had just not been there. So 5 lifters to go. Now, a man who hasn't been at a global championship before, but he does know the taste of success on the podium. That African championship silver medalist from 3 years ago in Algiers, Mohamed Hajali. Going for 207, that would be enough. Nice and very, very high. He would suddenly go from 9th to 3rd, Mohamed Hajali. Hajali, waiting the result of his life. 180, his lifetime best before today. He's got 193, missed 201. If he get a 207 here to add 27 kilos onto his previous lifetime best, that would be amazing. For bronze, Mohamed Hajali for Algeria. So 207 on the way. Hajali trying to punch through, so he's got that. Is it good? Is it clean? Oh, it's 2-1 against. What a great chance. And he came so close, the Algerian too. It was on the press sequence that both voted him down, and he finishes with 193, and it's ironic because he spent most of that competition in the 200s, but he didn't get anything. And as a result, he finds himself way down. Hajali in 9th. Farhad Umirzakov coming on now. Counter any illusions as to what awaits him. He's in 4th. This would be bronze, and he's only targeting bronze. He would knock Ye Jijong down. If he gets it, Ye has the next lift. So 207 for Umirzakov, a lifetime best of 212 he has. 4th in the Paralympic Games. He's currently 4th in the World Championships. And he was 5th in the Oceania Championships when they were held last 3 years ago. This is it. He got it up. He got it quickly. Did he get it cleanly? He did, yes, 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 yes! He has, and it is a bronze. With one lift remaining, that would deny him, but Umirzakov is doing every single little thing he can to get himself a major championship medal. He was fourth at the end of the opening round in Rio, and he was not able to advance. 2 misses at 2:16, and that was the end of him there. 2:07 he's cleared here, and he's in bronze. 2 out of 3. Great celebration.
People's Republic of China. Ye Jishong.
Well, we know already where the gold is going, but what about the silver and bronze, and who will finish fourth? Right now, Ye Zhong is in fourth place for China. The Paralympic Games silver medalist who lifted 220. Well, here, right now, if he gets 2:11, he goes into the silver medal position ahead of Zhamalov on the head-to-head, and Umizakov will drop out of the medals. Ye's lifetime best is 2:30. Way clear of this, 2:34 actually. It's really gettable for the man who finished second in Tokyo. $2:11 to go to silver. So it's Ye for the silver medal. That got raised cleanly! He's made it up into the silver medal position. Oh, tough luck to Umizakov of Uzbekistan, who falls down into fourth. But Ye has climbed, and climbed very, very well and effectively. Umizakov did brilliantly to get that 2:07, but he has been tripped up. And Ye is up into silver.
Representing RPC, 212 kilos, Magomed Jamalov.
Well, this is some battle for the silver medal, and Jamalov has the bronze. If he gets this, it's the silver. It's also going to be a new lifetime best of 2:12. Having got 2:11, a new lifetime best by 1 kilo in the previous round. So 2:12, Jamalov for the silver, and he's pushing it. His coach loves it. Has he every reason to for the RPC? He's done it. He's got the silver. Jamalov wins his first major championship medal, 4th in the Worlds 2 years ago, 6th in the 2015 Europeans, and Magomed Jamalov, with that lift, has the silver medal. Brilliant. That was a tense lift, but he got it absolutely correct. Now, will the next lift be absolutely correct? Because this is going to be a whopper. It is an attempt at the world record. Kitab already holds it at 240. Now he's going to try 242. Well, this is it. Abdelkarim Kitab going for a new world record of 242. His world record of 240 set in Dubai in the World Cup in July. He went to 231 to claim the Paralympic gold. That's the greatest of his achievements in Tokyo. The world record, an immense achievement too. Can he do it at this world record mark? Kitab, with his opening round lift of 230, took the gold. There's no other storyline in that. The only battle was for silver and bronze. But now, Kitab returns, and it will be about his world record attempt. 240 the world record, this 242. What's he going to come up with in the next minute?
1 minute.
Up and up and up by Kitab. And is the world record his again? Has he broken it? No, it's 2-1 against on the press sequence. Wonder if he fancies doing that again. He was close to it. Well, my word. 238 is what he finishes in the competition with. This 242 for the world record to add 2 onto his mark from Dubai. A big solid lift. Surely he fancies it again. He got it raised, but it wasn't clean enough in the press sequence for 2 of our referees, and nobody is leaving the stage yet because they suspect it'll be asked for again. And here it comes. There's your confirmation the powerlifter's coming. That's not being played by accident. Kitab will come again. He missed out at 242 for a new world record, and he's going to go for that world record again. 250! Oh my days! That adds 10 onto his existing world record. Well, he must feel so confident that 242 was so near to him. Well, this is an extraordinarily high amount. Sometimes they go up by half a kilo, by a full kilo, not that often by 10 kilos. But he feels it's doable. Boy, does he feel it's doable. So ahead of the Dubai World Cup, the world record belonged to Ye Dijong at 2:34. Then Kitab rose to 237, went to the power lift and got 240. And now he's thought about it, he's assessed it, he's planned it, he's dreamt it. 250 for Abdel Karim Kitab. This is 16 kilos beyond what the world record was back in June, before he went and broke it twice. Well, if he gets this, surely it'll be years and years before anyone comes any way close. Abdel Karim Kitab going for something absolutely awesome to add 10 kilos to his own world record. It's 250. It is immense. It's up there. It's good! It's good! 250 for a world record! And he's added 10 kilos to it, and he's absolutely smashed his own world record! It's huge! It's massive! It's Abdelkarim Kitab! Ye's world record, 234 back in June, broken twice. That went up to 240, and Kitab thought, I can do better than that. He has done better than that. 250. He must have felt so good after that miss at 242, which he raised, but 2 red lights against him for the press. No problem this time. 250, a new world record. A remarkable lift. The weight, and then the confirmation. Just an amazing sequence for Abdelkarim Kitab. 250, the new world record. A fabulous sequence of results, and just look how far ahead of the rest he was. Gold for Kitab, 250. Jamailov, the silver for the RPC, his first championship medal, 212. And Ye, the former world record holder, the former world champion, 211. Umirzakov, close to glory himself for Uzbekistan. He's fourth, 207. Arabat, fifth in 201, and well done Musa in Group B, finishing in 6th spot. Kamayev for Kazakhstan in 7th, and Sadir in 8th. Well, just a sensational performance from Kitab, and every world record is special when it comes. But you consider what he's added onto it in the past 6 months, 16 kilos, and in one go, one lift, he's added on 10. His 2 lifts in the Dubai World Cup in June added 3 on each time, 237 and 240. But this is an amazing amount. I remember Sergei Bubka in the pole vault back in the 80s and 90s would get $100,000 every time he broke the world record, so he'd only break it by a centimetre each time. Kitab obviously doesn't have the same arrangement. He's gone for something so big that you feel his name will be attached to this world record for years and years, a la Siaman Rahman at the highest weight of all. What a great competition. Not dramatic as a contest, but remarkable for what we have seen, thanks to one remarkable idea that Abdelkarim Kitab successfully followed through on. Victory ceremony coming.
Welcome to the victory ceremony, 2021 World Senior Para-Powerlifting Championship, men's up to 88 kilo category.
An event which may have lacked the drama of the musical chairs of other contests we've seen this week. But that big figure makes this a remarkable event. There's a great jostle actually for the silver medal in this men's up to 88 kg affair. The former world champion, the former world record holder, Ye Jizhong, gets the bronze for China, lifting 211. A significant day in the life of Magomed Zhamalov of the RPC. Fourth in the last World Championships. That was his best ever result. Eclipsed today by his silver. But the man who has eclipsed absolutely everybody, Abdel Karim Khattab, this year crowned Paralympic champion for the first time, world champion for the first time, and a whopping, humongous, huge world record, 250, 10 added to his previous amount, and he gets the gold for Jordan. It may be among the briefest of national anthems, but this will not be the briefest of world record reigns from Abdel Karim Khattab. This is going to be around, he's going to be around for a long time. 238 is what he won in regulation, but he went up to 250. An incredible amount to jump by. 240 his world record from June, and then said, right, let's add 10 onto it. Up to 250. Spectacular. He's added around 5% of thereabouts onto his world record mark. No small increments. The men's 97 kilo final is coming up as well. That'll take things up for the next 4 hours or so. Really well worth watching out for. That will be 1:30 in the afternoon, 13:30 GMT, 14:30 CET, 15:30 Central African time. As if now hasn't given you enough drama.
First attempt. Good lift. Good lift. Good lift. Yay! 205 kilos. Good lift. Good lift. No lift. Good lift. Aerobat, 201 kilos. Good lift. Cut them. Good lift. Near the circle. 207. Ye Jishong, People's Republic of Water loaders, 212 kilos. Jamalov's trying to take the silver back. Second position. Spotter loaders. Rock height. The new world record, 250 kilos.
After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Start! Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, block out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Representing United Arab Emirates, representing Japan, representing Japan, representing Malaysia, and representing United Arab Emirates, Abdullah Al-Amimi. These are the athletes in the men's up to 97 kilo group C session. Lifting starts in 3.5 minutes.
Following the previous amazing drama of the men's up to 88 kilo final, it's the men's up to 97 kilo final now, and not the usual drama we saw previously, but a astonishingly immense world record from Abdul Karim Khattab, adding 10 kilos to his previous world record mark. Truly something special. El Dib 243 is what he goes up to. So this heavier weight category has now been overtaken by the one below in terms of the world record. Aaron Ranga will start us off in Group C at 120 kg, all the way up to Abdullah Alarmi going for 160. That's the plan at least. Quite a few of these, as is generally the case, competing in their first major championship. Welcome aboard. Our referees, Corrado Bronacci, Chiara Cifarelli, and Norcia Mohammed. And here are the members of the jury today. So the 88 kilo final was just incredible. And at 97, can we expect something similar? We're about to find out. we've all caught our breath after the previous decider, I'm sure. This is going to be with us for something like the next 3.5 hours. Final of the men's up to 97 kg final.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Are you ready to prepare a powerlifter? The bar is being prepared. The athlete.
So first up for India, Arun Ranga, lifetime best 168. That came in the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu. And 120 is his first round target. Worth pointing out, we have 3 groups, so we've got the 30-minute gaps in between. Also worth pointing out, in this whole competition, we've got 21 people, so if somebody had just stubbed their toe this morning, then we'd have had 2 groups. Never mind. Arun Ranga coming first. 120 is his target. 30th in the last World Championships in Nur Sultan. He was 9th in Kitakyushu at those Asia Oceania Championships. Silver in the Fazar World Cup in 2018. No mark the following year. Lives in Bhiwani. And here's one for you. He's based in the Workout Wonders gym. If you're wondering where you've heard that recently, it's run by his teammate who competed in the previous weight category, Sudhir. He runs the gym, does Sudhir, and Arun here trains in it. Still 45 seconds. $120 for Arun Ranga, and that lifetime best is way in advance of this. So this is very manageable. So obviously, either he's not in great form or he wants to start off low and have large leaps going into the competition. We'll see. We might be going to the flags here. I fancy we are. So here we go, 120. What do the flags say? They're all white. It is it's a whiteout in flags. And that's the athlete wheeling out the trainer, which is the opposite to what we usually see. Arun Ranga can now plan higher and much higher. That was good delivery, 120, Arun Ranga. Nice lift, capably, comfortably, confidently done. He starts low, that's all he needed to do. He will go on. So next to go should be for Kazakhstan, Ashad Zhumanov. Aiming for a new lifetime best. It's his first major championship. Askat Shumanov. $140 is his target for a new lifetime best. .30 years old this year, and not one of the new Kazakh lifters discovered for the last World Championships staged there in Kazakhstan. So 140, lifetime best, 3 out of 3, all done. And that was a nice lift.
Bodybuilders, 150 kilos, rack height
That was all good. That was all correct. And he's our new leader in Group C, but there's a long way to go yet. Fahad Mohammed for the United Arab Emirates, 153 in the Dubai World Cup in June, his lifetime best. And he's looking to start very high, 150. It's his first major championship. He was 11th in the Dubai World Cup. But we've seen him on the track. He was a T54 athlete, the strongest and fastest category of wheelchair racers. Fourth in the 4x4. In the Asian Games, 8th in the 100 metres, each of the 4. But we saw him at the World Championships in London, went out the heats of the 100 metres. It's 150, close to his lifetime best. Looked all right, is all right. 2 out of 3. So Mohammed scores. That was a really, really good piece of scoring for him. 150, very close to his lifetime best. Just what he would have wanted. Very straightforward. Next up, we have a couple of Satos. This is Kazuhito Sato, whose lifetime best 160 came in one of those Paralympic build-up events at the start of this year. 160, his lifetime best, 160 is his target. And in the case of Kazuhito Sato, he finished 24th in the last World Championships, 6th in the America's Open Championships in Bogota. He's been a wheelchair marathoner in his time, and his coach is Takeyoshi Akamoto. But 24th in the last World Championships. That's a good round number. Better remember that. So, Kazuhito Sato. Sato Kazuhito. Within Japan, the surname first. 160. This for the lead. This for a new lifetime best. Kazuhito lifting well, and he's got it. 2-1 for Kazuhito Sato. Good awareness, really nice lift. So that's Kazuhito Sato for now, who finished 24th in the last World Championships. And now here is Yoshitaka Sato. He finished 24th in the last World Championships. And 160 is also his lifetime best. And he's also going for 160 here. He finished 5th in the Asia-Oceania Championships and 8th in the America's Open Championship in Bogota. Both Satos coached now by Takeyoshi Okamoto. this for the lead for 160. He would join Katsuhito Sato for that. This Sato is lighter in body weight at the weigh-in, so he would go into the lead on the head-to-head. And that is a good lift. 160, Sato 1, Sato 2. It's Yoshitaka Sato. Sato Yoshitaka, who is out in front. And both men, the teammates, have got off to a really, really decent start. Job done for now. Next up, one Noor Azman, one Azman. 165 is lifetime best from the Bangkok World Cup back in May. Bronze in that. He's the Asian Youth Games champion from last time out in 2017. If I'm not mistaken, he won it in 2013 as well. 2 in a row. World Cup bronze earlier this year. He is in form and then some. So in terms of the head-to-head body weight, he's actually going to go third here. And in the case of him up against Katsuhito Sato, he is 80 grams heavier. Ready, going for 160, primed. They've got a fabulous squad now, Malaysia, and another new fabulous young star coming. 3 out of 3 from the 24-year-old. Well, we've got Bonnie Gustin, the World and Paralympic champion. His brother Brian is around now. We've got one Azman. I'll be interested to see how far he can go in this. Remember, Bonnie Guzman finished 11th in his first World Championship. Abdullah Al-Arimi of the United Arab Emirates, 165 is best in the Dubai World Cup. That was in June. And for the UAE, it is Al-Arimi's first major championship. 9th in the Dubai World Cup this year, and he was 8th previously. $160, it'll get very congested at the top of the leaderboard, and he would go 4th behind everyone else. $160, and he's got that too. Absolutely remarkable that we have so many up on top of the leaderboard. You're going to love it when you see it. That was 3 out of 3. That was a whiteout. And that was all very, very worthwhile. Now let's see how adventurous they want to get in the second round. Sato, Wanazman, Alarimi, all leading on 160. Fahad Mohammed next on 150. Sumanov 140, Arun Ranga 120. And that's the story so far. The return of Arun Ranga going for 130 now. As I say, his lifetime best is 168.
But has a silver medal from the World Cup in Dubai in 2018.
That's Dubai World Cup, the Fahad World Cup, Fazar World Cup. Now that was, it's usually February-March event. It was held in June this year. Next year it'll be towards the end of 2022. And it's held again early in 2023 in the run-up to the next World Championships, which will also be in Dubai. It's going to be a busy venue.
One minute.
It's 130, his position is not going to change. Everybody successful in the opening round. And Arun Ranga going for 130. Arun Ranga, no lift, 2 and against, a chest sequence from the two, and also body position by the looks of it. So he doesn't get that.
The bar is ready. Askat, Shumeno,
Next to go, Askat Shumanov, who got 140 in the previous round for a lifetime best, and now going for another one, 151. First major championship for Askat Shumanov. $151. Good prospects for this. Still plenty of time in order to make his impact. $151. That looked very much formality, and it is a whiteout. 3 out of 3. 151. He moves closer to that huge bank of leaders at 160. He's 9 away. Very impressive. And a lot further he can go, I would guess.
The bar is loaded. Fahad Mohammed, 153 kilos, United Arab Emirates.
Fahad Mohammed now, 153. This to overtake Shumanov. And this to match his own lifetime best. So Fahad Mohammed, 153. 11th in the Dubai World Cup this year in June. Let's see, has he done it again? He has, 3 out of 3. Matching his lifetime best. Fahad Mohammed. Good job. Well done. Well, considering he's never lifted anything heavier than this in his career, that was quite accomplished. So next up, Kazuhito Sato. Currently lying second behind his namesake, Yoshitaka Sato, or Sato Yoshitaka. And that is his. It's a new lifetime best for Kazuhito Sato. And he, for now, is our leader. Well, that's one Sato done. The other one will follow. One Azman of Malaysia. And he is looking to match his lifetime best of 165. So this for 165, and this to put him into second place. He's got that raised well. Oh, it's 2-1 against, and it's the press. So he has not succeeded that time. But they are increasing their bank of useful powerlifters. It's Group C, and remember in the very early days when Bonnie Gustin was still a very good junior and winning junior world titles, he was a Group B man. Not anymore, he's not. One Azman could be a podium contender for the future. I'm sure I said that about Bonnie Gustin once, and podium contender doesn't really describe him anymore, I don't think. There goes Abdullah Al-Arimi going for 166. Alarimi. It's a lifetime best of 165, and this to overtake it.
1 minute.
This to go into top spot. Strong lift. Not a good lift. 2-1 against, and it was the press. Interesting one against Alarimi. Let's see here from the press. Well, it wasn't far off for me. A good lift. Yoshitaka Sato. The two Satos have been split up, and how? And if Yoshitaka gets this, he moves up into top spot. He's currently second behind his teammate and namesake, and the others have had a go at higher than 160 and missed out. So, ironically, they could both be locked to the top for a lot longer than we thought they would. It's an attempt at a new lifetime best, no matter what. He got 160 last time. So this for the 170, this for the outright lead. Well, the spotters have had to wade in there. It wasn't an attempt at a lifetime best. I don't think he got the chest sequence right anyway, to be honest. But the bar control had gone and the press went haywire. And that's the end of that lift. Well, he was quite bold. He decided to add an extra 10 on. And a good bit of bravery with that decision, and sometimes it pays off. But not this time. So it's Katsuhito Sato who leads for Japan, Yoshitaka Sato in second on 160, and one Asman and Alarimi who both missed subsequently. Yoshitaka Sato as well missed subsequently, going above 160, and they are still all locked there. But it is Sato who is good on the head-to-head. So third and final round of this Group C, Aaron Ranga going now. Lying in 7th, he would stay 7th if he gets 130. And we've seen quite a few lifters during the competition who have very high lifetime bests, but who have aimed quite low, be it due to injury, loss of form, how they feel on the day, and so on. His lifetime best is 48 kilos above where he started. Didn't get 130, that was a technique issue, not the weight. Going for 130 again. If he elected to go for his lifetime best, and yes, they are one-off affairs until the next time you break it. But if he were in 168 form today, that would be the lead if he got it. this being 130, and he's had a very good attempt at it. How clean was that? Not in the slightest, but it was the chest sequence and not the press. Well, he's got 120, but if he's going around 50 kilos below his lifetime best, then there must have been an issue going into it of some form or another. It was the chest sequence that had gone awry, and not enough to get that right. Fahad Mohammed now for the United Arab Emirates, 150 and 153 he's got so far. Second of those, matching his lifetime best, and now he's going to try and beat it. 156. Well, look, he must have loved his time as a wheelchair racer, the T54s. That's something else to work on, the para-athletics. I think it's among the best sport around. Your Marcel Hoogs and your Tatiana McFaddens and your Manuel Ishars and your Madison Rosarios of this world, and competing in the London Olympic Stadium for the 2017 World Para-Athletics Championships. They were getting crowds of 50,000 a night. That's a career peak if ever there was. Hope he hasn't peaked too early here. Well, he has. It's 2-1 against. He doesn't get 156. And he misses out on both. Worth remembering his famous time on the track at the home of West Ham United. That can be watched back in the Paralympic Games YouTube, as can World Powerlifting events going back to, I guess, London 2012 at the Paralympic Games. Now you can even watch the European Championships in Alex in Russia from 2013. Historic times. Askat Zhumanov currently lying in 6th spot. This to go up into 2nd place, 161. A great run so far of 140 and 151. And this would be another lifetime best of 161. And this would overtake all those stuck at 160. Sato, Wanusman, Alarimi, 161. Zhumanov, strong lifting, 161. Has he got it? Yes, he has! Lifetime best again! Askat, ask, and you shall find. Zhumanov, 161. That's the best performance for me of the day in this competition so far. He's not the heaviest lifter so far in this group, but he's come up with a really big lifetime best, and you've just got to appreciate the efforts he's put himself through. Alarimi coming out next again for the United Arab Emirates. That was almost one of those lines that came out completely wrong. Because no matter how enjoyable Zhumanov has been to watch here over the past half hour, I really don't think he's put in the best performance of the day, do you? seeing how we've had that boondoggling world record earlier, adding 10 kilos on. You're well aware of it by now, surely. So Abdullah Al-Arimi, 160 he got. Not 166 last time. What about 166 this time? Not happening. Not happening. They're looking for the lead, but interrupted. Liftus interruptus. And Al-Arimi, no success at 160. One Azman returning for Malaysia. Got 160, missed 165, going again for 168. This for the lead, and this for a new lifetime best. Do like the new title cards that they have here, which remain on the big screens. You see them when they come out first. A la the Premier League lineup poses, or as they have now in the World Darts. One Azman's got a really good one. You can wind back and remind yourself of that later. But for now, stay with us because it could be our new leader in a couple of seconds. Going here for 168. And he's punching through, and he's got it raised. Has he had enough control? He has. He's our leader now, One Azman. That was great. It's a lifetime best as well. 168. Well, that was just wonderful. Great to see. And we can all enthuse along with him about how wonderfully he's performed. Absolutely fantastic. That was superb. Huge amount to love about what he's produced here. So now, let's check in on Sato and Sato. This is Kazuhito Sato, lying in second place. He was our leader, not anymore due to the magnificence of One Azman. 170 he's going for, he's got 160, he's got 165. Steady does it. This for 170, and this to go in front. So 2 lifts left in this group. Sato Kazuhito will be followed by Sato Yoshitaka. So it's Kazuhito first, 170. He's led pretty much the entire afternoon. Just past 6 p.m. Georgian time now. 40 seconds. He has time. No. Won't happen. Didn't get it. Spotters needed to intervene. Kazuhito doesn't get it. He finishes on 165. He will be second at best in this group. And he gave it a nice whirl. But just like Yoshitaka Sato in the previous round, the spotters had to help. So now it is Yoshitaka's return. And having noted that, and having had the same thing happen to him in the previous round, Yoshitaka is going to have to try and succeed. It was a big leap to 170 last time. It was too much for him, so let's see what is possible for him now. It would be a new lifetime best, at least the way that Kazuhito Sato took his route was he got a new lifetime best at 165. Yoshitaka has equalled his lifetime best at 160, missed out at 170, going for it again. This for the lead and a new lifetime best. So here he comes, come on, 170. Oh, he's got it raised. Was that good enough? I am afraid not. All three going against him on that press sequence. So 160, he's equaled his lifetime best today. And it is fourth for him in this group. Shumanov 161. Kazuhito 170. Was missed 165 for the other Sato. Yeah, he just was putting an immense amount into it. And it was too much, So Yoshitaka Sato is down the order a little bit. And it is One Asman who leads, coming out of Group C, 168. Kazuhito Sato 165. Shumanov third, 161. And Yoshitaka Sato is fourth on 160. Encouragingly, everybody cleared the opening round. And One Asman, brilliant final lift, 168. Good job, well done. That is Group C finished, and we will be back with Group B in around 35 minutes' time.
Good lift. Good lift. Sato 100. Good lift. Sato 100.